After 3 years, he set a 3-minute hand-holding rule. After 3 years together, Xander set a rule. We couldn't hold hands for more than 3 minutes a day. He said we had to meet at the summit, that we absolutely couldn't let ourselves get distracted before the SAT exams. I believed him. I suppressed my desires and stayed up late studying with him. The night the scores came out, there was a class party. I went to find him with my resolved scores high enough to get into the same university as him. But at the bar, I caught him pinning Summer, the worst student in our class, against the wall, kissing her with wild, unrestrained passion. Summer gasped and pushed him away. Xander, your girlfriend will be angry if she finds out. Xander laughed carelessly. She's obedient as a dog. I just need to buy her a gift and say a few sweet words, and she'll be fine. She can't leave me. Outside the door, my hands and feet went ice cold. My heart hurt so much I couldn't breathe. I thought he had a low drive. Turns out he just wasn't interested in me. I forced back the tears threatening to spill from my eyes and tore up that application form where I'd filled in the same choices as him, piece by piece. I wiped away my tears, tossed the scraps into the trash, and walked back to our private room without looking back. 5 minutes later, Xander and Summer pushed through the door one after the other. Xander's expression was normal as he walked straight over to sit beside me, handing me a glass of water. Have some water. Your voice sounded a bit hoarse from singing earlier. I didn't take it. My eyes were fixed on the faint red mark at the corner of his mouth. He noticed my gaze and casually wiped the corner of his mouth with his sleeve. What's wrong? Is there something on my face? He raised an eyebrow, his tone carrying a hint of indulgent helplessness. I felt nauseous. Before I could speak, a delicate cry suddenly came from the other end of the room. Oh no! Summer had fallen onto the sofa by the karaoke machine, her eyes rimmed with red. I think I twisted my ankle. It hurt so much. She clutched her ankle, but her gaze traveled over the crowd to land on Xander. Several guys immediately rushed over with concern. But Summer bit her lower lip and shook her head pitifully. You don't need to trouble yourselves. I'll just take a cab home. Xander set down the water glass, his brow furrowing slightly. He stood up and turned to look at me. Mia, it's not safe for Summer to take a cab alone. Let me take her home. I looked up at this face I'd loved for 3 years. She just twisted her ankle, not broken her leg. Can't the classmate take her? A flash of impatience crossed his eyes, quickly suppressed. He reached out to ruffle my hair. Come on. We're all classmates. It's just helping each other out. Don't be so sensitive. Tomorrow I'll go with you to submit your applications, and I'll grab that Black Forest cake you love from my house, okay? I turned my head away, avoiding his hand. This was the first time in 3 years I'd refused his touch. Xander's hand froze in midair. Xander, if Mia isn't happy about it, forget it. I can manage on my own. Summer grabbed the hem of his shirt, her voice choked with tears. Xander's expression darkened. Without looking at me again, he gripped Summer's arm and helped her up.